we already got to start sideways. Oh, good. Maybe nobody's here yet to see that. It's fine. All right, let's lower this. I'm on earlier today because of the weather. It was supposed to thunderstorm all morning, and then I think it's supposed to clear up in the afternoon. So I'm going to go out for my walk or run or whatever you want to call it later, hopefully. So we'll see. I probably won't be on at 5, but if the weather doesn't hold out, then I will be. In the meantime, let's get through what we can get through now. Okay, first person here is Seashell, Spirit, right? You usually want Spirit. Yeah, okay. Let's do Spirit. Oh, here, it's right here. The 8 of Water, desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. 6 of Water, memories from your history or your childhood, issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. The Page of Earth, scholarly, dependable, patient, and successful. Good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging and a new area of study. Well, you got it, baby? Right there. It's right there. Ah, yeah, that's it. That's it. Cece. Why hasn't M catch my Snapchat story since last weekend? He usually does and rarely doesn't. He's either overlooked it and he's just missed it, or he's just taken a break from that whole thing. It doesn't look like it's something that's intentional, but towards you. But the Queen of Swords is here, which means he could have sharp feelings towards, like taking a break, sharp feelings, removing himself. You know, it's hard to answer questions like why hasn't somebody looked at, because sometimes, and I keep saying this, with social media, but people are becoming more and more narcissistic because it's all about themselves. Why haven't they looked at? Why aren't they interested in? How come they're not looking at me? And the thing is that the unfortunate part of it is that the people that you don't want to look at stuff are looking at stuff. The people that you want to see, it's no way to communicate. It's not a healthy way to communicate. So something has happened where either he's removed himself from the whole situation or he's just not interested in looking at all this stuff constantly. It really isn't healthy because people are putting up, like, there's a reason why you want him to see it, right? So there's intention behind it. And when you have all of this intention going out and you're hoping that people are going to see something that's random, I don't know, Queen of Swords, I'm going to say he's cutting time away from social media. That's my thing. Melissa, love reading from me and Mark. Oh, damn. Right here. Right there. All right, you either have some good karma coming in or you have some balance coming to the relationship. Feeling like it's prepared to move forward a little bit. The Death card is in reverse, which means you probably aren't going to have the transformation that you're hoping for. It may take some time. Look out for some arguments around the situation. But neither one of you is going to be holding back. So even if things are not moving forward 100% right now, you have some good luck that in the future, things are going to start to pick up. You also have the intuition card, so listen to your gut. If something doesn't feel right, don't force it. Hey, 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 what is happening? Yes, is that good? Is that good? Or you want me to flip you over? Maybe I'll flip you over. All right, relax. Relax. Excuse me. Right here. All right, there you go. Yeah, I think the transformation is not starting now, but it may be coming in the future. Listen to your intuition. Try not to force anything. Cade, will Gabriel text me today? Okay. Yes, I think he will. If not today, it would be like relatively soon. But I think, yeah, it's 70% chance. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It's pretty positive that you're going to be getting a text soon. Allison, general for the rest of the year. You should have a new love interest or a new love situation before the end of the year. That makes you feel like you made it to the top of the mountain and you have good luck around the situation. Also feeling like your life is moving forward quickly. Soulmate connection, and it could be with somebody who's very focused on business or they're a business owner. Leaving things in the past that no longer serve you and moving to greener pastures. When it comes to work, you might have a new job opportunity, a new promotion, or somewhere where you're making more money and you're more respected. Things can change for you quickly out of the blue. And there may be an offer in front of you that you won't be able to refuse before the end of the year. Something that's too good to turn down. New chapter. How are things going with George and Catherine? You know, it amazes me when people stay in relationships like this. And people do. They do it all the time. But it's like there's a secret around the relationship. Their relationship is still chugging along okay. There's a third party that's involved. Somebody feels betrayed. There's a lot of strength. Like each of these people have a lot of strength, but yet they don't put a lot of work into the relationship, but yet they don't have enough strength to end things. When I think that both of them know that things are not going in the right direction. And I think that it's like, the thing is, like, as painful as it is to end a relationship that's not working, the longer you stay in something that isn't working, or the longer you're holding on to something, like people that are like, oh, we have this connection, the longer you hold on to something like that, the more it's stifling yourself. Because once you let that go and that energy moves into the past, now you're free to move on to the next thing or the next relationship you're supposed to have. If you're holding on to things that aren't working, it's holding everybody else up. And people, I mean, I know people that stay in relationships, 10 years, 12 years, they don't ever leave, and they're unhappy, and it's killing. It really, it doesn't allow positive situations to come in when they're holding on to negative. So I don't know what the point is. Like, people think that they're going to fix something that's broken. No, it's just like it's staying because they're complacent. So I know, I don't really get it. The longer that you hold on to something that's not working, the longer you're postponing what it is that you should be with or who you should be with. Hey, what is happening here? I think that somebody's a little bit tired and maybe needs to take a little snooze. Yeah, I know you're teething. I know. All right. know what? Let me go get a bottle. That should do the trick. Let me get a bottle. Hold on. Hold on. Two sips and I bet she falls asleep because she's tired. You're tired. You were jumping around like a little nut in that thing all morning. All right. Okay. You got it. Good girl. Good girl. L, general. You got it. Okay, so you're prepared to walk away from something that's no longer working for you. The sun is about to come out over your life. Happiness is coming in. You have an offer in front of you may not be seeing. Now, I don't know what it is. It could be a love offer because you have the lovers here. So it could be that there's somebody around you that wants to take your current relationship to the next level. Or it also could be, if you're not with anyone right now, somebody new is coming in and you're just not seeing it right now. But the sun is coming out over your life, and the Four of Cups can indicate that there's something around that just has not stepped forward yet. It could be having to do with love, because I haven't seen business here so far. Love life or your personal life moves forward nicely. You may be a little undecided. You may even be a little bit argumentative, but you have a lot of strength coming in around you, around love. Six of Wands. Successful love relationship enters. You also may be taking some time for some rest and relaxation, which is nice. Bobble. Will a cash propose marriage to me in the future? You have a 70% chance that there's a marriage proposal in the future. That's pretty good. Elizabeth, what's coming for me in the next 2 weeks? Maybe feeling a little bit weighed down by the weight of the world. That may be coming in over the next 2 weeks, along with the love cup being full. There's an earth sign around you, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. You also have a Libra here, and you also have a Taurus. So there could be 3 different people. You may be feeling a little bit more financially stable over the next 2 weeks. You also may have a creative project, something that you're doing around your home or around your house. And you have strength coming in. So whatever it is that you want to accomplish, you have the strength to do it if you focus your mind on it. Next 2 weeks may be kind of busy. Crystal, when will I become a baby nurse and will I love the career? Okay, the Joker would be like by the end of the year. You would at least be starting by the end of the year. So let's see, will I love the career? Yeah, I think you will. You got 2 aces, which is 70%, and then you have strength. I think it would be a good choice for you. You know, and then there's so many ways that you can grow from there. Once you start there, that's just a starting point. I have a friend of mine who is a postnatal nurse, and she has a regular job. She works at another job per diem. They're putting her through school so that she can become a nurse practitioner. And then what she's hoping to do is open an urgent care at some point. So, you know, once, like, this may just be the start. There's a lot of opportunity after that, you know, and it's nice if you have something per diem, or, I mean, I just think personally, like, if you could work, I would rather work 12 or 16 hours in one day and then have 3 days off. I would rather work more hours in one day and have more time off. But to me, nursing would not be my thing, because I'm not all about, you know, like needles and blood and stuff like that. Gets me nervous. Soleil, energy around Leroy and I. Okay, so there's a couple of things. There's the magic and there's happiness. Just be careful that there's not a little bit of regret here or feeling like crying over spilt milk. Five of Cups is all about seeing the cups that's knocked over, but not realizing the 2 cups that are behind. So there may be an element of crying over spilt milk over the next couple of days. It's not a big deal. The Magician and the Sun card are much more positive. Soleil, general for the rest of June. You may be embarking on a new journey, or this could be spontaneity, doing something on a whim, something that's a whole lot of fun. You might have a decision to make as well before the end of June. You have a wish that comes true too before the end of June. Put it out into the universe. Feeling balanced, patient, compassionate, or peace comes in over your life. You might also have some choices that you have to make. And then you also have all 10 cups feeling full by the end of June. So you're heading in the right direction. Things are going in the right direction for you. Miss Ronnie, weekend for the Sagittarius. You've got good luck on your side with the Justice card. Emperor's in reverse. Be careful that he's not becoming a little too controlling this weekend. But he is coming in out of the blue if you haven't seen or spoken to him. And you guys are going to connect. There's success around the relationship with the two of you this weekend. But if you have other plans or something, or if you plan on doing something different, he may try to get a little controlling. It might also make him a little anxious if, you know, he thinks that you're doing something that doesn't include him. He may pop up out of the blue. I hate when people do that, but I think he's going to. If not this weekend, it would be soon. Because, you know, it's hard to lock it into an exact time, but it's coming up. He's going to do another one of those pop-ins, or he's going to put himself where he knows you're going to be, or where you could be. New chapter. How does George feel about us not talking? What are his actions towards me? Well, he's not happy. First card that comes up is unsuccess and the Knight of Cups in reverse. He's holding himself back right now, but you'll hear from him sooner or later. He shows up. He comes in out of the blue. He's not happy about it. He doesn't know. He feels like his hands are tied, which is, people always feel like that, like they're backed in the corner, backed into a corner, or they can't do anything. But that's not the truth. The truth is that there is something he can do. He's just choosing not to, because, look, we make decisions out of 2 places, fear and out of love. And if he's not making his decisions out of love, he's making them out of fear. And that's a dangerous place. It's a low vibration. Al, energy if I visit Cali this weekend. I don't know about this weekend. It comes up with stabbed in the back and a disaster. I don't know if this weekend may not have the best energy for that. Ashmita, what is RJ's energy around me today? Well, it's the Emperor, which is like authority figure, and Temperance, which is peaceful, balanced. It's good energy today. Peaceful, balanced, serene, that kind of a thing. Rosie, will I get the CL job position? Why or why not? Okay, let's see. Will I get the CL position? I think you will. And all right, I don't know what this position is, but what it shows here is that you don't hold yourself back. You communicate clearly, and like you don't hold your words back. You communicate with, you know, vision or whatever, and that you're very kind. The cups, like emotional, kind, compassionate, that kind of a thing. I don't know what the position is, but it doesn't make a difference. That's what the cards are saying. Cece, yeah, but the problem is that if you're putting something online that you want him to see, and he's going online to see it, this is bad communication, because what's going on is what we show the world and what's happening in our lives are two different things. Two people that are having a relationship need to communicate with each other with their mouths, not with images that are put up on social media for the whole world to see. And the communication practices are getting worse and worse and worse because of social media. The intention is, I'm going to put this up so that they think this, but this isn't what's happening. Something else is happening. And then everyone else can see it. Like, there's somebody put up on Facebook, like she's in the labor room with her legs up in the air, and like, why am I in the labor room with you? Like, nothing is private anymore. Nothing is personal. Everything is out there. You know, to me, if you're communicating with someone and someone's going on to check up on you, this is not a relationship. This is, this is detective work. And then he's got to believe that what you're putting up there is what's really happening. I mean, the social media communication stuff drives me insane, because what people are putting up on social media is what they want people to believe, not what's going on. Now, the people in their immediate circle know the truth, but the people that are out here, they don't know the truth. They say, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, but I know that she's sleeping with someone else. I know that she's using him for his money. You know what I mean? So be careful with communicating through Instagram and Snapchat. It's not a way to communicate. You're not gonna build a healthy relationship by putting pictures up on the internet. I would be very careful with it. Because now your question is, why isn't he looking at it? Well, maybe he's fed up with social media. I get fed up with it because I'm like, look at all this bullshit. I know all of this, 90% of the shit I see on social media is phony. Why do I want to look at it? I just shut it off because I'm like, I better keep my mouth shut because I'm going to get in trouble. Shh, stop. Isla, love energies around me. Okay. Yeah, I think my point is things are not what they appear. That's my thing. A friend of mine who was gay, and he was like, Danny, I can't tell you how many gay guys that I would meet in the bars that are married. And he's like, I can't even tell you. So it's like, you got to be really careful with. Love energy around you is good. The Queen of Cups. That's loving, nurturing energy. Julie. Will Marcia help me at the job, get a job at her facility? Yes, she's going to do all she can. Yeah. She will do all she can. Phantom, what's going on with A at the moment? She's a Capricorn. Oh, Booze Tarot, you can post a question with green hearts, and I'll make sure that I get to it. She is slow and steady, wins the race. She feels like she's got no choice but to walk away from something that, this is like walking away from something that could be very painful. And then when she does, her life changes quickly. But she feels like she's given no choice but to walk away from something because she can't deal with it anymore. RZ, what's coming in love for me and Allie in the near future? He's a Sag, okay. You got a transformation coming in. It may not be feeling that stable, or it may be feeling a little bit uprooted, but things are going to change for the better, and it could happen out of the blue. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. I don't know if communication picks up, but there's more to come from this situation, and that's about, you're about to embark on that transformation. Soleil, Dad Steve want to reconnect with me, his feelings. I think, yes, he would want to reconnect with you. I think he's a little bit on the fence and he doesn't know where he stands. The King of Swords, I don't know if you had sharp words the last time you spoke. He may be feeling like it's best to leave things the way they are right now, but I think if given the opportunity, he would definitely want to make a reconciliation. You know, I have found that over the years, when you put a little bit of time and space between whatever the issue was between a person or two people, they usually do want to reconnect, or they usually are sorry, or they want to like water under the bridge. I mean, and like such, you know, shit that like, it's like, and when you get to a certain point, you look back, you're like, that's what we were fighting about. It was so stupid. Like, I think I told the story. I don't remember exactly how it went, but my mom's a hairdresser, and my grandfather's cousin had a wig, like this was like before I was born, because I had never met the woman until like I was in my teens. And I guess it was probably the time where, you know, they used to wear those big hair pieces where it was, you know, I don't know, like in the 70s, it was all like kind of puffed up here and with a bandana, whatever. So the wig had been cut, and she blamed my mother for it. My mom was a hairdresser. And years later, her daughter admitted, her daughter was a kid, that the kid cut it, not my mother. So they didn't talk for years. I mean, think about how stupid that is. Like, you didn't talk to somebody for years over a wig. Really? Soleil, why is my mom secretive about the new guy that she's dating? Okay. I think that she really likes him, right? So she's got the Knight of Cups here. And I think that she's feeling like she's trying to move forward with her life. There may be some regret in the past, or she may have been involved before with questionable people, you know, like maybe people that were not liked, or maybe she feels like she's made some bad choices. So she just wants to make sure she's starting a new journey, that it's for the right reasons, and that it's going to work out before she says too much. I understand that, because I think that, you know, like a lot of times people don't want to say anything until they know that they're going to click, so they don't have to explain everything. I think that she just wants some time to figure out how she feels first. What's going on? You want to eat? This guy? Let me get him his food. Hang on for 1 second. Everybody's looking for something. She needs 2 sips of the bottle before she passes out cold. You need to eat. You need a little bit of water? We can do water too before I gotta get up again. gotta clean this house because it's quite messy. You hungry? Is what you want? Food? All right, eat. Have something that is not Sean there, baby. New chapter. Since me and George aren't talking anymore, is he romantically dealing with someone other than Catherine? Okay, let's see. Dylan, please. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. What's the problem, Dylan? What's the problem? I didn't put enough cheese on it? All right, is that enough cheese now? Pain in the neck? All right. Sky. Sweet thing. Love reading. I hope that nobody got skipped when I got up to get him his food. You have an Aries around you. You have an offer in front of you that you're not seeing. There's somebody around you that you might not be realizing is into you. You have a soulmate connection coming in. You got a Taurus here. You got a lot of stuff happening.